Something else that's important to talk about when you're talking about a saddle setup versus a traditional tree stand. Now, we all talk safety. Tree stands, they all come with a safety harness, but you and I both know that not many, well, a lot of people don't wear them. When you go and you climb into your tree stand, you know, hopefully you've got on your safety harness, but it's 4 o'clock in the morning, you walked halfway down your trail to your tree stand and you just realize, crap, I left my safety harness back in the truck. Well, most guys aren't gonna turn around and go back and get it. One of the major benefits of going to a saddle setup is your safety harness is built into your tree stand, so you can't hunt without it. Now I am tethered to the tree from the time I leave the ground until I get to hunting height at 15, 20, 25 feet, however high you wanna go. It doesn't matter anymore because now I am tethered to the tree the entire time with my lineman belt as I climb, and then once I get to hunting height, I'm tied in with my tree tether, which is a 6,000 pound rated climbing rope. So you're not gonna fall, it's super safe, and you don't have to worry about adding that safety harness, which is an extra piece of gear that you could forget. You can leave in the truck, you can leave at home, but now you don't have that option to be safe anymore. You're as safe as you can possibly be, tied into the tree the entire time you're hunting. It's a lot of times easier to explain a saddle setup when you can actually see it for yourself. So Ernie, who is the co-founder and owner of Tethrd with me, he's got the system set up right here. You can see the Mantis saddle, that's the actual saddle that's supporting all of his weight into the tree. These are some accessory pouches that we use. We store our ropes. Our lineman belt, this is our lineman belt that you use as you climb the tree. And then that tether that I was talking about that's so important is right here. This is a 6,000 pound rated rope. He is tied into the tree the entire time and it connects to his saddle through the bridge. This bridge, although it looks small and looks tiny, it's actually one of the strongest pieces of our entire system. This is rated at almost 8,000 pounds. And when we did our mandatory safety testing, this piece of rope right here broke at almost 12,000 pounds. So it's incredibly safe and incredibly strong. You can see, if you'll turn a little bit, Ernie, the other way towards the camera, you can see the way the system works is we've got a climbing rated belt right here. This buckle right here is rated to a few thousand pounds. And then we've also got leg straps that you can see coming down through here that are connected to the saddle. Now these aren't load bearing straps, but what they do is they keep the saddle in the right place. Because whenever you're hunting, you wanna make sure that that saddle stays around your butt, around your trunk. That's how you're gonna be super safe, and the leg straps help accomplish that. Some of the other pieces we'll talk about, Ernie will show you here in a minute, but this is just a simple prusik line. This is very important though, because where you set up on the tree really determines your comfort. Right now, Ernie, if you'd stand up totally against the tree, you'll see he's got this tether line right about at his forehead. That's where we like to tell people to start. Start with your tether right around at your forehead and play with it. Move it up, go above your head, bring it down around your chest. Play with the height of that tether, and it's gonna affect the angle at which you come off the tree, which can really increase your comfort. This prusik line is also super important. This allows you to adjust your drape, how far you're hanging back. You can see the angle that he's at right now, the angle of his body. Well, you adjust that angle based on how much drape you have. So it also will adjust the where you're getting the most support in the saddle. You can see how easy that was for him to adjust it. And we actually sell another product that Ernie will show you called the Ropeman 1, which is a mountain climbing ascender product. It's not something that we developed, it's something we stole and we use in our system because it makes it so much easier. But it's essentially a mechanical prusik. Instead of having the prusik line there, you just use this mechanical prusik system, and he'll show you how you can adjust it up or down. Just super fast. You can get tighter to the tree, you can let it out and get further away from the tree. It's a really quick and easy, intuitive system, but it adds a lot of comfort into the system, and it's safe. I mean, it's a climbing rated component. They use this stuff to climb Mount Everest, so we feel confident that it's strong enough for our uses here on a tree. But that's the overview of the system. It's a fairly simple system, really. A lot of guys that are new to it, that have never seen it before, they say, oh man, you got ropes and bridges and tethers, oh my, kind of deal. Well, it's really simple once you can see it explained, and if you could spend 15 minutes in it practicing in your backyard, you'll really see how simple the system is. Something else that's really important that I didn't talk about, the platform. You have to do something with your feet. Now, there's a Michigan legend named Mr. John Eberhart who he hunts with a different style of platform. He hunts with called a ring style platform, where you'll either use screw-in steps around the tree or pegs around the tree, or if you're on public land where that's not legal, you can use strap-on steps, Amera steps, Cranford steps, something like that, and you make a ring all the way around the tree. Our product is called the Predator platform. We think it's a little bit more comfortable, we think it's a little bit more user-friendly, and we think it's a good transition point for hunters that are obviously used to tree stands. Well, now you got a little bit of familiarity, because this makes sense, right? Instead of a big giant metal platform, well, now you've got a little tiny one that's super strong still. This broke at about 1,200 pounds. So it's very, very strong, but it gives you just enough purchase for your feet so you can move around the tree to make your shots. You can shoot 360 degrees around the tree with this setup, and you don't really have to walk around the tree. So there's really no wrong way to do a platform. A ring style platform is a great method. A small pivot style platform like this is a great method. There's really no wrong way to do it. It's just kind of personal preference. I find this to be a little bit more comfortable than a ring style, but not everyone feels that way. A lot of guys love that ring style platform, and it's just as effective as a hunting tool. Another thing that you can find when you're hunting from a saddle, especially if you're doing an all-day hunt, maybe it's the rut phase of the season and you're sitting from daylight to dark. Well, we came up with a product that we call the recliner, and it's a simple back support so you can adjust even your comfort levels even more throughout the hunt. It's very simple to install. You can see he just installed it. It took all of 3 seconds to install, and you got it backwards here, you got it flipped upside down. But it's that simple to do. You just put it on, and then you've got adjustments the entire hunt. You can go tighter to it if you need more back support, or if you are ready to relax a little bit, you can pull it all the way down your back. This thing is super important. I do not hunt without it. It weighs only about an ounce, so it's not a big weight penalty if you want to just throw it in the back of your backpack or in the bottom of one of your cis haulers, and it can just live there. You never have to take it out, and you always have it with you. I love, love, love that little piece of kit right there. It's tiny, weighs nothing, but it adds a whole lot of comfort to the hunt. So as you can see, a saddle system, it's really versatile, it's really light, there's no bulk. It's a great way to bring a little efficiency to your hunting setup. Now, you may be thinking, that doesn't look like it's for me, it's too complicated, all of these things that you could say about it. Well, remember, a golfer carries more than one club. Maybe you don't use it every hunt like I do. I use it every time I go into the woods, but you don't have to. A golfer uses more than one club. Use a putter when you need a putter, and use a driver when you need a driver. So maybe something like this could make you a more efficient hunter on those places where you needed to get way deep into the woods, or you got a long hike, or you're going up a big hill, or something like that, extremely tight terrain, brushy terrain, and you don't want to carry a big tree stand. This could be a great product for that. Or maybe you're weird like me and you want to use the most ultralight and efficient system every time you hunt. Well, it doesn't get any more ultralight and efficient than a tethered Mana system.